friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with a quick tutorial on how to make an envelope insert, or a folio, I guess, or envelope journal. It's going to be an insert for the adventure journal. That is that green themed journal that I've been creating some ephemera for. It is a swap with another creator that I'm doing, so we decided on a green themed journal, and I am going for something along the lines of adventure. So if you watched my channel at all, you know I have struggled so much with envelope journals because I get really backwards and confused about what's going to show and about how the flaps are going to show. So I decided to try this completely different this time. So I went ahead and I selected 5 envelopes of varying sizes. They are just craft envelopes, so they're not like recycled materials or anything. I wanted to deal with things that were just dimensionally predictable for this thing. So, and with my journals, I usually create a journal with quite a bit of a big spine, and so I always have room in between the signatures or in the front or in the back to put in something like this. So I thought I would do that. Holds a lot of ephemera and is really fun to make. So what I did off camera, because I wanted to be able to come to you with a strategy here, I went ahead and played around with my envelopes and put them in order, the order that I wanted them, and I went ahead and glued them also. So this is going to be kind of a book. So it's going to open up, it's going to be glued into the journal on this side, and I glued all of the envelope flaps already in place. So this is going to close over it. I'll have to put a piece of lace or something on this edge because you can see that it is shorter, and that's because I created a slight spine, probably 1/8 of an inch spine. I just scored it on another line there. So what we have here is we have the large envelope, and those are measuring, the large envelope measures 8 3/4 by 5 3/4. And so I'll be telling you the measurements kind of as we go along here. And then the next envelope is this one, and so it is glued in, so the flap was underneath here. So so basically the idea was I just I tucked them in from different directions. So this one's from the top, this one's from the side, this one was from this side of this envelope before I decided to use this envelope, and then this one is also behind this envelope. So all glued together, as you can see on the back. So see that? You can see where they were all glued together. So I decided to go ahead and try that. This is really beginner friendly because, again, I've really struggled with this concept and just keeping my directions straight. You guys have been very gracious in watching my flip throughs and things like that. So so we're going to go ahead and do that. So again, I apologize, I got off track here. So this envelope measures 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And this one measures 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. Sorry, completely out of focus. What's going on? There we go. 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. So, and I did already pre-cut my papers just again to save time. So I've got a front paper and a back paper. And again, I went with a really kind of vintage nature kind of colors. So, and then this envelope here is 4 1/4 by 5 3/4, and then this envelope here is 8 1/4 by 7 1/4. So so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and start with I decided I was not going to cut this side open because I'm going to create a pocket with my paper. So I'm going to, when I glue that on, I'll do a thumb notch and we'll have a pocket here. All the other ones I did cut open the sides. So this one is going to open here. This one is opening here. This one is opening here. And this one is opening here. So let's get going. I'm hoping that this is going to be really easy. So before I do that though, as usual, I am going to go ahead and pause really quick and do my inking, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're here to the last pieces. I will do a quick show of these papers. I didn't really talk about them much, and I will be sure to link all of the kits that I used for you in the supply list. The supply list can be found over on my blog, and a link to the blog can be found in the description box. The reason why I do that is because I put a lot of photos over on the blog, so it's easier to just direct people there rather than doing it on YouTube. So here we've got, these are 2 pieces, and I believe these are from Pink Monarch prints, but again, I will confirm that. This is from Pink Monarch. This is not. This is from, I believe, Cotton and Twig, but again, I will be sure to link that. So we've got 2 pieces there, and then we've got these 2. I believe these are also from Pink Monarch prints. So 2 sides there. This is from Cotton and Twig, I believe. This is from, I don't know, I'll have to look that one up. And then this one is also from Pink Monarch prints, as well as this one. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. So I was thinking, because I want to create a thumb notch, I think I'll put the butterflies on the inside of the big flap, because I don't want to cut into the girl, so I don't want to cut into her to make that thumb notch. So let me get my little circle punch here. This is just my 1.5 inch, I believe. Is it 1.5? Yes. So I'm just gonna find the center here as best I can. I don't, again, look for perfection, so I'm just gonna try to get it in the center as best I can. And I'm gonna ink that again. So let's go ahead and get this glued on. And I like that brown paper coming through. So when I glue this, I am going to be mindful that I'm only gluing to this line here. Can you guys see that? Okay, this line here, because that's my extra fold line that's allowing for a little bit of bulk in this journal. So I'm going to go ahead and use my art glitter glue. I am using my big bottle because it comes out faster. Pardon me, that was my paper towel roll going by you. So I'm going to go ahead and get that ready. I'm just going to turn this so that I can get it going the right way and get it straight on here, because art glitter glue does not allow you as much room as like the Barely Arts glue or any other kind of white glue. So I'm just going to give that a press. If I have some overhang, I can always trim that off. And you do want to make sure that your paper is going the right direction. So it's good to often look at your front and your back to make sure that you've got that all going the way you want it to. We've got a little bit of an overhang here, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that off right now while we're right here. Getting super excited about this journal because I've kind of had to put it on the back burner. I've been working on it, but I've been working on it in small pieces, so it's been nice to feel like I can focus on it now. So we're going to go ahead and do the front as well, and this is going to be this beautiful girl with this collage bit. So there we go. So let's go ahead and get her glued up too. Okay, so let's get her straight on here. And again, and I'll show you this in a second, I'm making sure I'm lining her up with the other score line or the other fold. So I'm pulling that down really quick before it gets too stuck here. It's hard to get them really super straight, so I'm just going to do my best. I did measure and cut these this time, which is a rare occurrence for me. But I did this time because I wanted this to be a little bit more precise than what I have done in the past, because I always feel like I'm winging it. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this up a little bit. I'm not going to be decorating this one today. I might do that off camera and then just show it in the next video, or I might do a part 2, because we do have all that beautiful collage masterboard that we created. Try not to cut that envelope open. that I created and I cut up into all the bits, and so we can start using those. So, but I think I want to do that on camera with you guys. So that is our front, and so if you can see here, we've got that little bit of a spine, so to speak. Just a little bit of growing space there. Can you see that? About 1/8 of an inch. So let's get going here on the next envelope. So I think I'm going to go to this one. So that is this size. So I've got this piece and this piece, and it doesn't really matter because they're very similar in style. And this one is cut open on this side. Goodness gracious, there we go. And I think I want to do the same thing. I think I want to create my notch in the actual paper, not in the envelope. I want to just do that a little bit different. You can do whatever you like, whatever looks good to you. There we go. But I like seeing that brown, actually. I think that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and get this one glued up too. Be pretty straight. Give that a good press. Use my paper towel to get any of this extra glue off. We don't want things sticking. I've got a little bit of a hangover here. Let me see if I can rectify that easily. So it's not always perfect, right? Try not to cut the envelope open though. Is the key when you do this. So you can usually tell though with your scissors, because you will run into a thicker part. Oh, that was not good. Oh goodness gracious. Hold on. Something happened there. Maybe it just pulled up the paper. It should be fine. So that is that one. So let's go ahead and turn this over. And now, because I'm dealing with this part of the envelope, I want to make sure that I'm only gluing here, just around. Now I can get away with spreading glue here because it's not going to affect the pocket. So hopefully that makes sense. No, I do not want to glue. Hold on. I do not want to glue here. No, hold on. This is why I get so confused. Okay, that's going to go there. So we don't want the pocket affected. So yeah, I can glue here. Yeah, I can glue all of it, because it's all going to be on it's all a part of the base is what I'm getting at. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on here instead this time. I'm going to move as quickly as I can so this doesn't start to set. I don't have a very steady hand, so there we go. And I can get it here too, that's not going to affect it. And then I want to put a little bead here. Like so. And then directionally we haven't moved our paper, so we should be good where we are. This one, I'm not going to put a thumb notch because I did not do it, and I would have needed to do it before I glued this on. So that was an afterthought there. I should have thought of that. That's okay. They don't all have to be the same, right? That's what makes it interesting. So I'm just going to go ahead and press, and then I'm going to get out my metal ruler if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Excuse my body. I like to stick my ruler in there and just make sure that everything is free and clear. And that's coming up, so let me push that. And I'm just making sure that nothing else is impeding that pocket. So I would strongly suggest you do that. I'm good at doing that. It's just the rest of it. So that looks a little bit different, but I kind of like it. I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and do the base here. Oh, I need a third base. Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to probably pause and do that because I didn't get a third piece because I forgot that I did this extra envelope. So that's interesting. So we need something down here. I don't have that. So let's go ahead and just move on, and I will take a break here in a bit and do the rest of it. So I think I want this one here. I think I'd like this one to show. So this one I am going to do my thumb notch. And again, I'm looking directionally at my paper, and I want it to be that way. So I'm going to put my thumb notch on this side, and I'm just going to, again, estimate the center. If you want to measure it, please have at it. I already struggle with measuring, so I don't do it any more than I really have to. So there we go. So let's go ahead and get that on there. I'll put my sleeve in my glue here. I'm moving slow, guys. It's a Friday night, hence the teal shirt, which is my Friday Columbia Elementary shirt. I wear it most Fridays. So yeah. So it's a Friday night. Looking forward to the weekend of crafting, and we have a birthday this weekend. My granddaughter is turning 11. One of our granddaughters is turning 11. The other one will be turning 11 in April. So they're only like 6 weeks apart, precious girls. So there we go. Got some glue over here. Let me get that wiped up. Okay, so we're just going to press that with my paper towel. Get that all sealed down like so. I love that. So beautiful. Let's do the other side of this one while we're here. So, this one we did the thumb notch, so I'm not going to do the thumb notch on this one. I'm just going to go ahead and put the paper on like it is, I think. Or shall we? I think we shall do a thumb notch, except it's hard to get it lined up. It's really hard to get it lined up to the other side, so if I did this, I might be able to make that happen. Hang on, let me see if I can do that. If I can just at least mark the basic lines here and here, I might be able to get it sort of lined up. Not that anybody's going to be, you know, examining it or anything, but let's just try it, okay? So I'm just trying to get it. I've got my pencil marks, so I know that that's the width approximately. I know it's about that deep because of the marks disappear as I move up. So let's just do it. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's my saying. It's my motto. So yeah, I like that. Let's do that. So we do have an extra bit here. I'm not sure why there's such a gap on that piece. I maybe just cut my papers wrong, but it doesn't hurt anything, so I am not going to sweat it. So let's just do that. Go. Wow, I didn't look at that. It's a good thing it's right side up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not going to work. Okay, so that's not going to be able to be a pocket. So that's okay. We will improvise. I put glue on the whole back of this, and I did not allow for a pocket. So that's okay. We will just concentrate on making some outside pockets on this. So that's a bummer, which means my thumb notch is fake. Oh my goodness, what did I do? We still have this pocket though, so, oh goodness, that's, oh no, here, oh no. It's a fake pocket. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to separate it here. It can work, I promise. And then what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick a piece of parchment paper in there so that none of this glue sticks. So we were able to rescue that, which does not always happen. So let me grab a piece of parchment paper here. Again, where there's a will, there's a way. So let me just see if I can get this sort of the right width. So I'm going to cut off some of this. Goodness. It just seems like I always miss something, you know, when I'm doing this. But it could be worse, right? It could totally be worse. But parchment paper works great because you can stick it in there and it will keep everything from sticking together in this case, because I made a mistake. So let's just stick that in there. Yep. Just a little trick. I have done this before, so I know that there is a workaround. You just have to be willing to try. We might get a little bit of a shallower pocket there. But maybe not. So let's see, how wide is that? Nope, see, it's wider than the thing, so we're good. We're good. Aren't you glad that I'm human? Oh, life would be so boring if we weren't just all so unique, you know? So I'm just going to let that be. That was a really, really a boo-boo, and this is just not cool. I don't know what happened there, but that's okay. Again, not looking for perfection. So let's decide what we want on these ones. So this is our little one, and I'm just debating on which one I want there. I think I want the green on the outside. And this one, I'm going to do a thumb notch. But I think on this one, I'm going to do a smaller one. So I'm going to use my 1 inch punch here. Let's see, right there. Link that baby up. I really like seeing that brown paper underneath, so normally that would not be what I would do, but this looks long. Looks like I measured wrong. I'm going to trim that off a little bit. So my videos are human friendly, guys. If you're looking for the perfection, you're not going to find it here on my channel. I am not into that at all. Perfectionism is a trap. It's an unhappy trap. And it doesn't allow us to grow because we grow through mistakes, right? Like that. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's get that lined up. Perfect. Mostly. Just going to smooth that out with my paper towel. And then just make sure there's no glue anywhere I don't want it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this other side. Sorry, I'm way off to that side. Goodness. Okay, so this one, I'm not going to put a thumb notch just to be different. Okay, let's put this one on. Hopefully it's cut right. I can always trim it off though. It's not really a big deal. Give that a press. I love these papers, every single one of them. It'd be beautiful. Yeah, we got a little bit of a hangover here. Let's see if we can address that now rather than later. That might be the envelope there. So the white part I know is the paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to gently trim that. I want to make sure I don't cut the envelope open. And we'll have another video for this journal where I'm using some I'm going to make a belly band with a window and a journal card with a window. So hope you guys will check back on that. So that is that. Lovely. And then we have one more, and then I'll need to cut a piece for this. I will decorate again. If I didn't mention it before, I will decorate this off. I will decorate it probably in the next video. Oh my goodness. I am not coherent apparently. So when this flips up, you do have to be mindful of which way your paper goes. So in this case, they're both going this way, which is a good thing that that's square, because I would have, if that was this pocket, I would have been in trouble because the direction of my paper might not have been right. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm not gonna put a thumb notch on this side, and I'm just gonna glue this on. So that is okay. So now let's think about this one, Renee. It's gonna go this way. We wanna make sure we don't get glue in this area. So I'm gonna use my little art glitter glue because I don't wanna go over that. I just wanna keep it really controlled here on that edge. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and go. This one's a little bit watered down, so I don't tend to use it for the full coverage. I mean, I think G. Kerr, I think she waters hers down a little bit too. It doesn't have a lot of water in it, just a bit. So let's just use it since we started. It just comes out so much slower. It's gonna go right up there. I don't know if you guys can see that is part of the envelope where that white glue is. So here we go. So let's go ahead and get this on, and let's do our thumb notch. Oh goodness, I didn't do a thumb notch. Maybe envelopes are not for me. I don't know. Okay guys, in order to get another piece of paper, I actually need to print it from my printer, and I can't do that while I've got the camera going. So just know that off camera, I will come back in and I will cover this. I think what I was thinking is, because this is going to be glued on the back, I didn't need a piece, but I actually do need it here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this for you just so you can see. So this is how it's going to go. So like so. And that's the inside. And then this is going to close, and I'll put some kind of closure on it, and it's going to be able to be filled with stuff. So let me show you really quick while I'm just here. Remind you of some of the pieces that we have here for the journal. These are the collage bits that we created. So this is a belly band, so I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it in this. Well, I could actually. I might. I might use it right there. Who knows? So we've got some corner pockets, we've got some small tags, some medium-sized tags, we've got a couple, oh, chipboard. I wonder if that was supposed to go on my project. We've got a side pocket, we've got a top-loading pocket, we've got another side pocket, and we've got a large tag, 2 large tags actually. These have not yet been decorated. And then we've got another corner pocket. So that's what I will be using. And again, guys, I hope to be able to come back and decorate this on camera with you. If not, just depending on how time goes, I may just do it and then come back and show you in the next video. So thanks so much for watching.